In 1977, a radio telescope in Ohio detected a 72-second signal from deep space. So strong, so precise, and so impossible that the astronomer who found it circled it in red ink and wrote one word: wow. It matched the exact frequency scientists believe an intelligent civilization would use, and it has never, ever happened again. I'm Kate, and today's deep dive takes us into one of the strangest messages ever recorded from the stars. Let's start at the moment this signal appeared, and why scientists still can't explain it. On the evening of August 15, 1977, the Big Ear radio telescope at Ohio State University was scanning the sky. It wasn't looking for stars, or planets, or galaxies. It was searching for something far more ambitious, a signal that didn't belong. Back then, computers weren't advanced enough to process the telescope's data in real time, so the readings printed onto long sheets of continuous paper, rows and rows of numbers representing radio intensity. Astronomer Jerry Ehman was reviewing those printouts when he saw something that made him freeze. A sequence of numbers and letters that didn't look random, didn't look natural, didn't look like anything he'd ever seen before. It read 6EQUJ5. To most people, it looks like nonsense. But to a radio astronomer, it's shocking. A perfectly timed, perfectly shaped spike in energy coming from deep space. To understand why this is such a big deal, we need to break down what 6EQUJ5 means. Radio waves from space are measured in intensity. Numbers 1 through 9 show normal background noise. Stars, gas, dust, ordinary cosmic activity. But when the telescope detects something stronger than a 9, it switches to letters. A means 10, B means 11, C means 12. All the way up to Z, the wow. Signal peaked at U. That's a 30 times stronger than anything else in that region of the sky. Even stranger, it appeared at exactly 1420 megahertz, the frequency of neutral hydrogen, the most common element in the universe. Scientists have long suggested that if an intelligent civilization wanted to broadcast a message, they would use the hydrogen line because it's universal and unmistakable. And that is exactly where the wow signal appeared. It was like something out there knew we'd be listening. The signal came from the direction of the constellation Sagittarius, near a region of space with no known planets, no bright stars, and no obvious natural radio source. It wasn't Earth, it wasn't the moon, it wasn't a satellite, it wasn't an aircraft. And the Big Ear telescope was designed so it couldn't pick up local interference. Whatever this was, it came from deep space. And here's the part that keeps astronomers awake at night. The signal rose and fell exactly the way an object in space would pass through the telescope's beam. A perfect curve. A perfect fade-in and fade-out. A perfect match for a real transmission from a real point in the sky. Over the next decades, scientists tried everything to detect it again. They pointed radio telescopes at the same coordinates for hundreds of hours, then thousands. They tried different frequencies, more sensitive equipment, new scanning patterns, and the result was always the same: nothing, not even a whisper. The wow signal was a one-time event. In science, that's maddening, because if you can't repeat something, you can't study it, and if you can't study it, you can't explain it. It's like the universe gave us a clue, and then took it back. Over the last 50 years, scientists have proposed many theories. Some are compelling, some are bizarre, all of them have problems. One theory is that the wow signal was exactly what it looked like, a message from an intelligent civilization. This is the most dramatic, but also the most mathematically supported. The signal appeared on the hydrogen line, had the right shape, matched SETI predictions, and was too strong to be random noise. But without a repeat detection, we can't confirm it. Another theory suggests a natural cosmic event. Maybe a neutron star, a quasar, or a pulsar. But none of those objects produce signals at 1420 megahertz with this pattern. That theory collapses the moment you compare the data. In 2017, a researcher suggested it might have been a passing comet, but that idea fell apart almost immediately. Comets don't emit strong narrowband radio signals, and the comets suggested weren't even in the right position at the right time. Another theory is that the signal came from a classified military transmission. But this is unlikely. The hydrogen line is protected. No government is allowed to transmit on that frequency. That leaves one last possibility. something we don't have a scientific model for yet, a new cosmic phenomenon, a rare astrophysical event, or something else entirely. Scientists dislike this explanation because it means we don't even have the language to describe what happened. The wow signal remains the closest humans have ever come to detecting a message from beyond Earth. It wasn't random, it wasn't noise, it wasn't a glitch. It was something powerful, something precise, something that happened once and never again. Was it a beacon, a test, a cosmic accident, or the final whisper of a civilization long gone? We may never know. But the wow signal reminds us that the universe is far stranger, far deeper, and far more mysterious than we're ready to admit. If you want more deep, strange science and the mysteries that keep researchers awake at night, make sure to subscribe. This is my deep dive for the week, and more are coming. Tell me in the comments what you think the wow signal really was. And let me know what other deep dives you'd like me to explore next. Thanks for exploring the unknown with me today.